Have you ever wondered if that favourite comfy outfit that we love so much could actually be working against us sometimes? Maybe highlighting areas that we'd rather not be highlighting. Hello, I'm your friend Deirdre, and a big welcome back to my channel, the channel for ladies over 50. And I hope you're doing really, really well. So if you're a fabulous woman with gorgeous curves and you want to look stylish and make the best of yourself, then you're in the right place, ladies. In this video, I'm sharing some of the biggest style mistakes and hiccups that many mature plus size ladies can accidentally make. And I'm focusing on 5 key mistakes. I'm offering some style advice to correct these mistakes and to look stylish for your everyday looks, what not to wear and what to wear instead and why. So let's embrace your beautiful shape, help you to feel more confident and celebrate your style. And I'm kicking off with my first piece of advice, what not to do and what to do instead. And that is number 1, don't drown yourself in oversized shapeless clothes. This is the number 1 mistake, I think, just to grab clothes, that are supersized, baggy, or have no shape at all. Tent dresses, big boxy tops, that kind of thing. It's a big temptation, I know, but the reason why we should avoid these types of clothes is because shapeless pieces actually have the opposite effect from what we really want. Instead of making us look slimmer or more streamlined, they actually make us look larger, and they totally hide our beautiful curves. Because when everything is loose and baggy, we kind of lose our silhouette completely. And all we're doing basically is just adding volume and bulk when we wear these sort of oversized things all over. And that's the exact thing that we don't want to do. So try to avoid anything with too much fabric, like oversized sportswear, particularly because it tends to emphasize the hoodies, the sweatpants, which are sloppy and unstructured. And sloppy clothing is not kind to plus sizes, as it tends to create more bulk, which adds pounds to how we look. And this applies to layering in general too, actually. Just be careful to layer with thinner and finer fabrics rather than chunky materials. Now, other clothing to avoid that has this kind of effect is the boho style, as this usually has tons of layers and frills and things like that, which again just adds bulk and size all around our bodies. And anything with gathered materials like pleats, for example, in a skirt or trousers or smocking, that shied effect, as it tends to make the the material around it puff out more. Also, look at the sleeves of what you're wearing too, because big bulky sleeves like raglan style or balloon shaped sleeves just adds width, especially as they sit right next to our torsos. So what to wear instead? As I mentioned, look for finer fabrics that don't add bulk and volume. And also look at wearing the correct fit. That's really key. Not tight, not loose. And if you do want to wear some loose pieces, make sure that you balance them with something else in the outfit, which is more fitted, so that the overall effect isn't too bulky. Now, good options for clothes, for styles of clothes instead of sportswear or boho, are to aim for a more minimalist look, which is so elegant, and smart casual pieces too, that are a little bit more structured, because structure is our friend. Okay, on to my second point, which is don't wear anything round or square or horizontal. This is another really big one. Try to avoid boxy shapes that tend to make us look squarer, like crop tops or cut-off jackets, things like cropped shirts too. Those ones that are designed to stop right at the waist. And they're often lacking in shape. They're generally straight down, straight across. And be careful of shirts that have pockets in the front too, because this can add to the whole square kind of width effect. But it's not just square that we have to look out for, it's round as well, because the last thing we want to do is to look more round than we are. So try to avoid big areas of colour which create horizontal chunks around your body. Those really wide stripes and colour blocks that are horizontal. Also avoid anything with horizontal stripes or lines, anything really, especially big thick ones in bright colours, because that will draw the eye around and across your body rather than downwards. Now, roundness can be created by wearing short skirts too. So I would suggest that instead, perhaps try skirt lengths that are a little bit longer, such as either maxi or midi length, as this takes the roundness out of the look and it doesn't cut off our legs, halfway down. Of course, what suits you also depends on your height, of course, but just experiment a little bit and see what makes you look that bit longer. because that's the key answer to this problem of squareness and roundness. So do go for long lines and vertical lines to create that illusion of length rather than width. So what I would suggest is vertical stripes, anything really that creates vertical lines and solid colours rather than big bold prints too, because anything big on your body just gives the impression of kind of bigness, size and width. And you can create vertical lines in loads of ways as well by, for example, wearing long line cardigans or jackets, or even just an open shirt with a top and trousers. Something that is your friend, of course, is column dressing. Now, I created a whole video on column dressing, which I will link below. It's called, I think, something like Look Slimmer Over 50 Without Losing Weight. But do have a look at that video when you've watched this one, as I think you'll find it really, really useful. And if you're enjoying these tips, which I really hope you are, please do hit that like button and subscribe to this channel for more style. And ring the little notification bell so you don't miss any updates. Okay, on to my third point of what to avoid and what to wear instead, which is number 3, don't choose unflattering necklines. Necklines are so important. You know, it's amazing how much the top of an outfit can affect your whole look. You know, if you are a curvy lady or you've got broad shoulders or a fuller bust, round necks and crew necks are not the most flattering shape. A neckline that comes right up to your neck can make our upper bodies look that bit more block-like, and the fabric tends to make the chest and the torso look larger and wider. It's a big expanse of fabric there, and there's no lengthening effect. So what to do? Well, what to wear instead is to set off your gorgeous plus size curves with V-necks, because these are your best options. So again, like my previous point about creating vertical lines rather than anything round, a V-neck will immediately give the effect of length going down the body and bring the eye inwards too, so that it creates an overall really slimming effect. Now, it doesn't have to be a V-neck top or a V-neck dress all the time, or a waistcoat like I'm wearing. I mean, a great linen or cotton shirt with a couple of buttons open at the neck gives that same effect, as does a cardigan or a jacket with a V shape too, of course. Even, you know, sweetheart necklines can work well, as they've got a little dip down in the middle. And if you're worried about exposing too much neckline, why not try a long line scarf? Because if you wear that just open and styled going downwards, this will cover some of your neck, but it still creates that really important long line. So my next point is further down the body. Number 4 is don't wear the wrong trousers. Now, there's an animated film in the UK with characters called Wallace and Gromit. It's a man and a dog called The Wrong Trousers. If you know it, you'll laugh at this. You may have heard of it. It's hilariously funny. Anyway, I digress. The shape of the trousers or jeans that we wear are also important to make the best of our figures, because we need to select shapes that are closer to creating the illusion of an hourglass figure for best flattering effect. So what I would suggest is to avoid skinny jeans, as these can make us look top heavy. It can emphasize the bulk in our torso and just look like we're built like a lollipop, basically. The same goes for inverted triangle shapes too, actually. I have a little bit of this problem myself. And really, any jeans or trousers that are super tight, as they will accentuate any lumps or bumps that we may have. But also shapes like barrel jeans, they can be a bit of a problem too, because they create that roundness around the leg that we're actually trying to avoid. You're really trying to avoid any roundness. So what to wear instead? Well, in the same way that A-line skirts can work well for plus sizes, so can wider leg jeans, or at least flaring out further down, or trousers in that shape too, as long as they fit correctly around the hips and thighs and you style them with a more fitted top. This can make your figure look more hourglass, as it artificially gives the illusion of a smaller waist and balances out the overall silhouette. And straight styles can also work very well. They're timeless, they're classic, and so too are bootcut jeans, as they balance out wider hips and thighs with a nice gentle flare at the ankle. But try not to go for anything cropped. I often say this, as this will cut off the figure halfway down the leg artificially and create more of a square, sort of squat impression. Okay, for my final point, and there are loads more, but I did have to limit it for a single video. Number 5 is don't wear shiny fabrics. Basically, shiny fabrics accentuate the area that they're covering, any area. So we need to use fabric strategically, I think. Because if you wear a shiny item around your torso, it just makes it look bigger because it brings it forward, it accentuates it to the eye and it highlights it. So I'm thinking of materials like satin, silk, sequins, anything with gleam or shine, and even faux leather is a problem too. So what to do instead? Well, do choose matte fabrics for the areas that you're trying to reduce the look of. Matte fabrics are perfect because they will make those areas that they cover recede to the eye because it's flat, there's no gleam. So cottons, linen, wool, that kind of thing, depending on the season, of course. And also, if you want to vary the fabric for something glam, think about faux fur, as this has the same effect. It's a very dense material, so it's very receding. And another thing that I think we all need to think about is to not wear synthetic fabrics so much. Honestly, you know, it's your choice, but I personally can't wear 100% polyester or acrylic, as I just feel I can't breathe in it. So do comment if you've got the same feeling underneath. Now, looking as though we've just run a marathon all hot and sweaty when you haven't is probably not a comfortable look. So I think that natural fabrics are so much easier to wear in terms of overheating and feeling breathable. So I really hope you've enjoyed this video, ladies, and if you have, please do give it a thumbs up and press that free subscribe button, as I'd love to have you join our community, and share this with your friends too. And don't forget to join my free newsletter too. I will put the link under the video for you to click on, because you can get extra style help and more of an insight in what I'm up to in my life. I hope you have an amazing day, an amazing week, and I'll see you really soon in the next couple of days with more videos. Lots of love. Bye.